Hello. Today I'm going to talk about how and when to use the mood known as the Konjunktiv II. My dog Ralph is going to help me explain some of the concepts to you. Pay no attention to how worried he looks. It's not that hard. Now, the Konjunktiv II has several uses in German. Firstly, it can be used to express wishes or desires, so things that could happen but aren't really that likely to. Secondly, it can be used for comparisons using the construction als ob, so when you want to say someone is doing something as if they were something else. The Konjunktiv II is also used for polite requests, so this is the kind of thing you'd hear used in restaurants all the time. Finally, it's also used for conditional sentences, so sentences like the English construction, if this happened, I would do this. Right, now we know when to use it, we need to know how to form it. The Konjunktiv II has two forms, werde plus an infinitive or a one-word form. These two forms both mean the same, but the one-word form is used less frequently. However, that being said, the one-word form is to be used for modal verbs haben, sein, and werden. For regular verbs, we often use the subjunctive form of werden plus an infinitive. This is done because otherwise the Konjunktiv II would look the exact same as the Präteritum, which can lead to confusion. Here we can see all the declined forms of werden, so you just use whichever form is appropriate to your subject and put your infinitive to the end of the sentence. Make sure you note the ending of the third person singular form. It's not what you'd expect. To form the Konjunktiv II from mixed verbs such as wissen, you simply take the Präteritum form, so in this case wusste, and add an umlaut to the vowel. So for wissen, the Konjunktiv II form is wüsste. For irregular verbs such as gehen, you also take the Präteritum form, but this time you add the appropriate ending instead of altering the vowel. It's important to note that as the first and third person plural forms would look the exact same as the Präteritum if we did this, you would usually use werden to make the meaning clearer. So, now for some examples. Right now, if Ralph could speak, he would no doubt be saying, Ich hätte gern einen Hundekeks. This would be an example of the polite request usage we saw earlier. In this sentence, the Konjunktiv II form of haben, so hätte, is used to mean would like. Here we see Ralph being chased by my cat, Gus. Again, if we imagine what Ralph is thinking, it would probably be something along the lines of, Wenn die Katze mich nicht jagte, könnten wir Freunde sein. The Konjunktiv II is used here to express the conditional nature of the sentence, so if the cat would stop chasing me, we could be friends. Note that we could also say jagen würde. Next, for the wish usage. As Ralph's favourite hobby is eating, he's probably thinking, Ich wünsche, ich bekäme mehr als nur 2 Hundekekse. Not going to happen, I'm afraid, Ralph. In fact, despite getting rather a lot of biscuits during the filming of this video, I could use the comparative to say that Ralph tut als ob den ganzen Tag nichts gegessen hätte. So, he behaves as though he had eaten nothing all day. This is a past tense form, but the method is still the same. Just use the Konjunktiv II form of haben or sein plus the perfect tense of your verb. And that's it. Not as bad as it first seems. I hope that this has helped answer some of your questions about the Konjunktiv II and that you feel confident to use it yourselves now. Viel Glück beim Lernen and tschüss from Ralph and I.